Ladies and gentlemen, life has an uncanny way of surprising us. Sometimes those surprises are wrapped in joy, and other times they come dressed as pain, heartbreak, or failure. But here's the truth. Life is not about what happens to you, it is about how you choose to respond. Many of us spend our days worrying about what went wrong, regretting the past, or fearing the future. We let negativity consume our thoughts, and in doing so, we imprison ourselves in a reality of sadness and limitations. But what if I told you that you have the power to shift your perspective? What if you could train your mind to focus only on the light, even in the darkest moments? Let me remind you of something powerful. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, some expected and others completely unforeseen. No matter how much we plan or prepare, there will always be moments when life takes a direction we never anticipated. Challenges will arise, disappointments will occur, and hardships will test our patience. But the most important factor in these situations is not what happens to us, it is how we respond to what happens. Our response determines whether we remain stuck in negativity or rise above adversity with strength and resilience. Imagine two people facing the same setback, perhaps the loss of an opportunity, a financial struggle, or a personal failure. One person allows the setback to define them, sinking into self-doubt and hopelessness, constantly questioning why life has been unfair. The other, however, takes a different approach. They acknowledge the pain, but refuse to be consumed by it. They shift their focus toward learning from the experience, finding ways to adapt and using the setback as a stepping stone towards something greater. Both individuals faced the same challenge, but their responses created entirely different realities. Choosing positivity in difficult situations is not about ignoring the hardship or pretending that pain doesn't exist. It is about recognizing that while you may not have control over what happens, you always have control over how you perceive and respond to it. Challenges, when approached with the right mindset, become opportunities for growth. Every setback holds a lesson, every failure teaches resilience, and every closed door pushes us towards something better if we are willing to see it that way. History is filled with examples of people who turned adversity into success simply by refusing to dwell on the negative. They embraced the struggle, learned from it, and moved forward with unwavering belief. Their circumstances did not define them. Their response did. This is a powerful reminder that no matter how unpredictable life may be, we are not powerless. Our ability to choose our mindset, our focus, and our reaction gives us the ultimate control over our future. It takes strength to choose positivity in the face of adversity. It requires a conscious effort to shift perspective and find meaning in difficult moments. But when we do, we unlock the ability to transform obstacles into stepping stones, setbacks into comebacks, and pain into power. Life will always be unpredictable, but the way we respond will shape our path, our growth, and our ultimate success. Gratitude has the remarkable power to shift our perspective on life, transforming how we experience the world around us. In a society that constantly pushes us to want more, to achieve more, to possess more, and to be more, it's easy to forget the abundance already present in our lives. We often find ourselves focusing on what we don't have, comparing our lives to others and feeling discontented. But in those moments of longing, we lose sight of what truly matters, the things we already possess, the blessings that surround us, and the experiences that have shaped us. When we choose gratitude, we stop dwelling on what's missing and start appreciating what's right in front of us. Focusing on what we have rather than what we lack doesn't just shift our thoughts, it fundamentally changes the way we experience life. Gratitude helps us cultivate a deep sense of inner peace because it encourages us to be present. It anchors us to the current moment, reminding us that the things we already possess, whether it be relationships, health, or personal achievements, are precious. By recognizing their value, we begin to see the richness of our lives even when circumstances aren't imperfect. In those moments of awareness, we discover that fulfillment doesn't always come from the pursuit of more, but from the acknowledgement of what already is. When we focus on what we have, we begin to embrace a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. This shift allows us to find joy in the simplest of things: a warm cup of coffee, a conversation with a loved one, or the quiet of a peaceful morning. These small moments, often overlooked, hold the power to bring contentment and happiness. If we simply choose to recognize them, the more we practice gratitude, the more we train our minds to see the beauty in the ordinary, and in doing so, we unlock a deep sense of peace that doesn't rely on external circumstances. Gratitude also fosters a sense of connection with others. When we are grateful for the people in our lives, we create stronger bonds with them. Our relationships deepen because we stop taking others for granted, and instead we begin to appreciate the love, support, and kindness they bring into our lives. This connection is a source of joy that enriches our existence. By cultivating gratitude, we open ourselves to a life filled with peace, contentment, and fulfillment. The more we focus on what we have, the more we realize how truly blessed we are. The way we perceive the world around us directly influences how we experience it. Our perspective acts as a lens through which we interpret our reality, and often that lens is shaped by our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. What we choose to focus on in any given situation will determine how we respond and ultimately how we feel. If we focus on the negative, we may find ourselves trapped in a cycle of frustration, bitterness, or despair. However, if we train ourselves to focus on the positive, even in the most challenging circumstances, we begin to see the good in everything, and this changes everything. Your perspective is a powerful tool that can either limit you or empower you. When you focus on the obstacles in your life, the roadblocks, and the things that aren't working, you are inadvertently strengthening the negativity in your mind. It's like watering weeds in a garden. They grow, they take up space, and they crowd out the flowers. On the other hand, when you focus on the opportunities, the lessons, the blessings, and the small victories, you are nourishing a mindset of growth, hope, and possibility. What you focus on will inevitably grow, so it's crucial to cultivate a habit of seeing the good in every situation. This is not to say that life will always be easy or that every moment will be filled with joy. Challenges, struggles, and setbacks are part of the human experience, but when we focus on the lessons these moments offer rather than the pain they bring, we gain wisdom, strength, and resilience. In every difficult moment, there is an opportunity for growth. By choosing to see the lesson rather than the loss, we transform challenges into stepping stones towards success. The beauty of shifting your perspective is that it doesn't require a perfect life to be effective. It just requires a conscious choice to see things differently. When we actively choose to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we start to notice them more. Over time, this becomes a habit, and we begin to naturally seek out the good in every experience, no matter how small. Whether it's appreciating the support of loved ones, recognizing personal achievements, or simply being grateful for another day, these small shifts in focus accumulate and transform our reality. The way you see the world shapes the world you live in. By training your mind to see the good, you not only change your perspective, but you also change the way you move through the world, fostering peace, positivity, and fulfillment along the way. The people we surround ourselves with play a crucial role in shaping our mindset, energy, and overall outlook on life. Our relationships, whether with family, friends, colleagues, or even acquaintances, have the power to either uplift or drain us. Every person we allow into our lives either adds value or takes it away, whether intentionally or unintentionally. When you surround yourself with people who radiate positivity, love, and support, you are more likely to feel energized, inspired, and motivated to pursue your dreams. On the other hand, when you keep company with individuals who are negative, critical, or draining, you begin to feel weighed down by their energy, and it becomes harder to maintain your own sense of joy and purpose. It is important to recognize that not all relationships are created equal. While every person deserves kindness and compassion, not every relationship is meant to be a constant source of emotional nourishment. Some people may be stuck in their own negativity or struggles, and while you can offer support, it's crucial to protect your own energy. Constantly being around people who bring you down down, criticize you, or fill your space with drama can take a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. It becomes harder to stay grounded in positivity when those around you are constantly adding to the noise of negativity. Surrounding yourself with light means intentionally choosing relationships that encourage you to grow, thrive, and become the best version of yourself. These are the people who lift you up, believe in you when you doubt yourself, and push you to reach for more. They inspire you not only with their words, but also with their actions, showing you what's possible through their own example. They celebrate your victories, help you through your struggles, and remind you of your worth even when you forget it. These are the kinds of people who make your life richer and more meaningful. Choosing the right people to surround yourself with is not just about avoiding negativity. It's also about intentionally seeking out those who encourage your growth and well-being. Light brings warmth, clarity, and energy, qualities that help us navigate the challenges of life with strength and positivity. As you surround yourself with these uplifting influences, you begin to see the world differently, feeling more empowered to face any obstacles that come your way. Ultimately, you are the sum of the people you allow into your life. By consciously choosing to surround yourself with individuals who bring light into your world, you create an environment where positivity and growth can thrive, and you find the strength to shine brighter. Failure is often seen as the end of the road, a final judgment on our efforts and abilities, but in reality, failure is not an end. It is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. Every time we face a setback, we are given a unique opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. It is easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned, but the truth is, failure is an essential part of the journey. Without it, success would not have the depth or meaning that it does. When we experience failure, it can feel like the universe is working against us. We may question our abilities, our choices, and even our worth. But if we look closely, we will see that failure is not a reflection of our inadequacy, but rather a reflection of our willingness to take risks and push beyond our comfort zones. The fact that we tried and encountered a setback means we are moving forward, not standing still. In fact, failure often teaches us more than success ever could. It forces us to confront our weaknesses, adapt to new circumstances, and reevaluate our approach. These lessons are invaluable and often lead to breakthroughs that we would never have discovered if things had gone smoothly. Each failure carries with it a lesson that can propel us closer to our goals. It might teach us resilience, creativity, patience, or determination, qualities that are all necessary for long-term success. The key is to view failure not as something to fear, but as an opportunity to refine our approach and strengthen our character. The most successful people in the world are not those who have avoided failure, but those who have embraced it, learned from it, and used it as fuel to push forward. The greatest accomplishments in history were achieved by individuals who faced countless failures along the way. These failures didn't stop them. They became part of their story, part of their foundation. They understood that each failure was a necessary step, a lesson that brought them closer to their ultimate goal. Success is rarely immediate, and often it is achieved after multiple attempts and setbacks. But every setback is just a stepping stone, a necessary part of the process that brings us one step closer to realizing our dreams. When we reframe failure as a lesson rather than a defeat, we open ourselves to the possibility of greater achievements. We learn to embrace challenges, knowing that they are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. Failure in this light becomes not something to avoid, but something to embrace with open arms. You are the author of your own life story. Every day you hold the pen, and with each choice you make, you write a new chapter. No one else can dictate the plot, the characters, or the ending of your journey. Others may try to influence you, or circumstances may seem to push you in a certain direction, but ultimately, the power to shape your life rests in your hands. The narrative of your life is not determined by past mistakes, current struggles, or the opinions of others. It is shaped by your decisions, your mindset, and your will to move forward. It is easy to fall into the trap of believing that we are victims of our circumstances. Life can be unpredictable and at times overwhelming. We may feel like we're stuck in a narrative written by the world around us, one that is filled with obstacles, failures, or even disappointment. But the truth is, we are not powerless. us. Even in the face of adversity, we have the ability to choose how we respond. We decide whether we allow challenges to define us or whether we use them as stepping stones to build a stronger, more resilient version of ourselves. When you see yourself as the author of your own story, you recognize that you are not defined by external circumstances. You are defined by how you react to those circumstances. You decide whether to write your story with hope, courage, and determination, or whether to let fear, doubt, and despair take over. You hold the power to change the direction of your life at any moment. If a chapter is filled with struggle or heartache, it is not the end of the book. It is simply a part of the journey. It's the challenge that strengthens you, the lesson that pushes you forward, and the turning point that brings new opportunities. You don't have to wait for permission to write your story. No one else can tell you what your life should look like or what you should achieve. It is your vision, your desires, and your dreams that should guide you. You have the power to create a life that is full of purpose, fulfillment, and success, no matter how many obstacles you encounter along the way. It's up to you to decide how you want your story to unfold, and every day is a new opportunity to turn the page to something greater. The pen is in your hands. So, as you continue writing your story, remember that each moment is a chance to shape your future. The choices you make today will determine the narrative you live tomorrow. Don't let anyone else hold the pen to your life. Write with purpose, write with passion, and above all, write with hope, because you are the author, and the ending is yours to create.